Alright guys, Us. Today I'm going to show you how to infuse cannabis in coconut oil, right? I want to start off by saying this is for medicinal purposes, right? But you can use this, to rub on your joints if you're working out, you have sore muscles, backache, elbows, knees, you can rub it on those areas. You can also do a teaspoon, of the coconut oil after it's infused, or you can do coconut oil by itself, a teaspoon, right? So I'm going to show you how I'm going to infuse this and the way how I do it, right? I find this way to be the more simpler way, easier way, in my opinion. But you have to be careful now that you don't burn it, because burning it is not good. When you're going to infuse it on the fire and you're making it, to make sure you don't burn up with the oil, because that's not going to be good. So I'm going to show you, take you through the process of how to do this, right? In my way. I find this to be the easier way. Again, other people have different ways of doing this, but this is how I'm doing it. So obviously you're going to need the coconut oil, which I'm going to use 8 ounces. I'm using some leaves. I'm going to mix in some leaves with the marijuana, right? I have maybe like a handful here, if that much, right? You can use as much as you want, you can use as least as you want. It all depends, and when you infuse it, it doesn't burn up in the pot. Then it's not going to be any good, right? You can also need your cheesecloth. You're going to, after you finish with the pot, you're going to put it into the cheesecloth and then squeeze out whatever is left in the marijuana and the leaves, right? So let's get this started. Right. You can find my knife. Oh, here we go. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go ahead and just slice these up into fine pieces. So I take the leaves, fold them here. I just slice up my leaves into fine little pieces. Right? Yeah, so just slice up in very little pieces here. Here we go. And then you take marijuana pieces. You can grind this up if you want to, if you have a grinder or whatever. But I'm just going to use a knife. You just use what you have. And just slice up. So I have a little gritty knife here, so it kind of helps with the slicing process. Again, when you're doing this, you want to make sure you don't burn it with the oil. It's not going to be good after you burn it up like that. Right? So just keep slicing, dicing, small, as fine as you can. I said you can use a grinder for this. When you're gonna put it on the pot, I usually just put it on low flame, and some people try to do it for an hour, but you have to watch it, man, because it will burn. So last time I did it, I believe I only did it for maybe like a half an hour, if that long. And let's keep slicing and dicing. There we go. There. As far as marijuana is concerned, it's a plant, natural herb, right? And again, other people might have their own opinion on it, but as I said, I don't smoke it, but you can take it in different ways, like what I'm showing you here with the coconut oil, infusing it. You can add it to your food. You can make tea out of it. You can use it just to rub on your skin, rub on your joints. If you have backache, if you have cancer, diabetes, I think this heals everything, man. It cures everything, to be honest with you. Or it kind of relaxes your body so you don't go through the pain of whatever you're going through. If you're going through cancer, you're suffering with some serious pains, you know, this kind of relax the body. So relax the mind. Some people have a hard time meditating, so sometimes they might smoke. It depends on how they're smoking. Some people roll it up in paper, people smoke with a pipe. As I said, there's different ways that you can consume the marijuana. It all depends on you. It depends on, you know, how you want to put it into your body, right? I mean, you can use glass pipes, you can use dabbing, you can use bongs, as I said, a joint, edibles, which is what I'm basically doing here. You're going to make the oil and then you can add it into your brownie or whatever you're making, whatever you're cooking, your smoothies, your juices, right? You can also vaporize it, which is the next way. You can oil rigs, you can chewing gum, you can put it in your drinks, hookah, or you can eat it even raw. It all depends on you. But in my opinion, from, you know, been doing this, I like, you know, just doing it with the oil, because I can use it as a rub, or I can take a teaspoon, you know, depends on how much you want to take into your body, right? So let's move on, guys. I'm gonna kind of scroll over to my pot. Alright guys, here we go. We're gonna add our ingredients to the pot. Remember, you wanna run this on low. I have a flat top, so I'm not sure with the burners then, you know, how is it gonna work, but I usually just put it on low regardless, right? Remember, you don't want to burn this at all. You want to avoid burning it, because if you burn it, it's going to smell horrible, and in my opinion, it's not going to be good anymore to use, right? So you want to avoid that. So I'm going to add my 8 ounces here of coconut oil into the pot. Here we go, so you guys can see. Alright, so pour that bad boy in. There you go. This way, to me, in my opinion, you know, if you don't have a lot of stuff at home, you know, as far as like the grinders and all these other things and different pots and all these strainers and all these things, and the temperature gauge, you check temperature to make sure it's not too hot. I mean, to me, this is the easier way. You just keep your stove on low, and you know, and that's it. And just throw in your ingredients, you know. Here you go, the leaves. Some people, but I noticed, don't use the leaves, but I use leaves. Okay, so I'm gonna put the leaves in there, and now the marijuana, slide that in there too, nice and easy. Alright. I find this to be a good thing to use, you know, instead of using like Advil, Tylenol and pharmaceutical drugs. Then this is better to use, in my opinion, right? Other people might think otherwise, but from experience, I find this to be, you know, easy on my body, and doesn't have no side effects, right? It doesn't destroy your organs then, you know, so, and destroy your muscles, your joints. So in my opinion, as I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not here to tell you guys anything. If you watch all my videos, it's just basically being honest and to help people. That's basically it. I'm not looking to rip nobody off or lie to people, you know, and everything I show you guys is because I've done it and I've tried it, right? So I'm gonna leave this here and make it simmer. Make it simmer, right? And as I leave it on low, right? And that just make it simmer, and that's it. And I'm gonna obviously stop the camera, guys. I'm not gonna leave the camera running. You can be here for at least 45 minutes just watching a pot simmer. So Cover that up. Make it go on simmer. Now remember to keep your eye on it. You keep your eye on it and keep stirring and keep your eye on it. You don't want to leave it unattended because it will burn, and when it burns, it doesn't smell good at all. It smells horrible, and in my opinion, I don't think you want to use that if it's burnt. You could see it in the oil when it's burnt. It has a little residue, right, which is not good, so you want to avoid that, right? So keep your eye on it. Alright, so I'm going to check back in with you when it's nice and boiled in, and I show you the color and show you how to cheesecloth it and all this good stuff. Alright, cool. Alright people, just checking back in. I took my top off because right now it's starting to boil up a little bit. Not too much, but as I said, you want to keep your eye on it. You don't want to take your eyes off of it. Right? And now what I'm doing, I'm sitting over it. Literally sitting over it and just stirring it back and forward. Stirring it back and forward, right? As I said, you want to keep your eye on it. So you don't want to cover it up now and leave it and walk away, right? Because it's getting a little bit hotter now. Okay. Yeah, guys. So that's basically it, So I'm gonna probably make it go for next. Maybe like a next 25 minutes. Let's say a lot of people go for hours, a lot of people go for 4 hours. It's just, I don't know. I'm not sure how that works, but I mean, from my experience, you could burn it easily. So so let's keep it stirring. That's about it, guys. As I said, man, this for medicinal purposes, man. I'm not no doctor. Or any pharmaceutical doctor, I would say. Or anything like that. So in the medical field. So this is just natural remedy herbs that you can use, right? If you're suffering from pain. I'm telling you, man, when pain start kicking your butt, boy, you're gonna wish that you have something, other than the pharmaceutical stuff, right? So, you want to put something into your body that's gonna, really ease the pain, can cure you too, heal the body, and you don't suffer from no side effects. So, just being honest, guys. At the end of the day, it's about being honest. I'm always trying to be 100% with everybody. Not try, I'm just naturally 100% with everybody. That goes for everything. Martial arts, my health and wellness, my prediction videos, everything. I want to be 100%, man. Because that's what's happening, honesty. It's hard to find somebody that's going to be honest to what it is. Right? Everybody just trying to make a quick buck. Right? So, So in the day, man, honesty is the key, man. Be real with the people. So I'm gonna stop the camera again, guys, and make it keep going. As you can see here, it's already getting a little bit green color, if you can see. Yeah, I think you can see from here. So it's getting a little bit like kind of brownish kind of a green to it. So it's coming along, right? Like I said, you just want to keep stirring it. Just keep stirring it. And be gentle when you stir. You don't want to scrape the bottom of the pot. So you don't want that. Just take your time and just gently stir it, right? Circular motion, right? What do I say? Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Alright, so I'm teaching you some martial arts now. While I'm cooking. Or infusing, I'm showing you some martial arts. There you go. So you guys get a treat right there. Multi-purpose, everything in one shot. So it's a good thing, man. Alright, so I'll check you guys back in maybe the next 25 minutes or so. Alright, be cool. Alright guys, checking back in. You notice now, it got a little bit more greener now. So You can see here, got a little bit more green, a kind of brownish kind of green. See? Alright. Look at this process like you're doing like tea. Right? You put a bunch of tea leaves in the pot and you add your water. It's a similar concept. Right? Like a seeping, you know, but you're drawing out all of the nutriments, all of the healing properties from out of the leaves then. So it's a similar same thing I'm doing here. Right? But at the same time, you know, with the marijuana, it will burn fast. So you have to keep an eye on it. That is why I say a good 35 to 40 minutes, in my opinion, is good. So right now I'm going to take it off now soon. And probably throw it in that cheesecloth and squeeze out all of the juices. Right? Okay guys, that's about it. I'm done. I'm not going to do it any more longer because from smelling it, it smells like it could be starting to get burnt, but it's not burnt, but it's reaching to that point, and you don't want that, right? You don't want it to get all burnt up. It's not good, right? So as you see it, bring it a little closer to you. If you can see, have a little bit of a greenish kind of look to it. If you can see that, see, all right? Bit of green look, brownish greenish look. And then as I said, some people can probably get it more darker than this, and you know, without burning it, but as I say, you don't want to burn it, right? So alright guys, this is the next step, and I was successful. I didn't burn it. Trust me, you don't want to burn it, man. Burn it sucks. Basically, I do it all over again. So keep that in mind, in my opinion, from my experience, right? So there it is, making it cool for a little bit before I cheesecloth it, because you gotta squeeze it out too with the cheesecloth, and man, if it's too hot it can burn your hands. Of course, right? So that's common sense, right? So it's a little bit hot though, but not as hot as earlier, right? And I'm gonna just pour this bad boy down in there so you guys can see. Let me see, gonna go a little bit, there you goes. Then I'm gonna pour this bad boy in there so you guys can see. I might have to use my other hand. You can see from there. Yes you can. Alright, there you go, and just pour that bad boy. Pour that bad boy down in there. And you can see I didn't burn, so that's a good thing. Close though. Very close to burn. Very close. Very close. But I was successful, in my opinion. Alright? In my opinion. Alright? Trust me, when it's burnt, you can smell it. Alright, so just do like so. Right? And you wanna make sure you wring out everything as best as you can. When it's burnt, if you're trying to do this and squeeze, there will be no juices coming out. It'll be so burnt. See, I'm doing this, I'm squeezing out whatever is in the plant. Okay, that's where all the healing thing is. The healing properties are down there, right? So you're gonna squeeze out that. Squeeze it out, man. Squeeze it out. See? Get all that bad boy out of there. All of that bad boy. Alright, squeeze. So I could feel the leaves that is not burnt either, because it doesn't have that trashy feeling of being burnt. You know, it's kind of like a very kind of soft feeling to it. You know, it's not like, you know when something is burned, like, you know, it's very trashy feeling. It's like kind of chewy. And I'm squeezing, it's kind of chewy. So squeeze. Just want to squeeze out whatever is in there. That's probably, see, that's probably all of it. Trying to get as much as I can out of there. Hey, come on, man. Get out of there, man. Right. Yeah, I think that's all of it, guys. Yeah, that's all of it. Nothing that's left in there, man. Squeeze. Just trying to get as much as I can out of there, no? Yeah, nothing that's left in there. It wasn't burnt. See? If you can see. Close though, almost. But, you know, getting kind of good at this now, so. Yeah. Almost burnt. Almost close. I'm gonna pour it into a little mason jar I have here. Right, and I use, just reach over you. Well, I'm going in front of the camera like that. Mess up production. Alright, I use a little strainer here. You guys can see, nice green tone. So, and you can strain as much time as you want. Depends, you know. How much time you want to strain. It's all up to you. I just usually do it a couple times. Right. One or two times good. You guys can see. You guys can see me there. Alright. And there she goes. Alright. Oh, spin a little bit. Not much. And that's it, guys. That's it, guys. Stir it around a little bit. That's it. And that's my infused marijuana with coconut oil. There you go. If you guys can see, have that nice green kind of vibe to it. There. This is, to me, in my opinion, the most easy, simple way to do it. But you have to have your eye on that part. You can't take your eyes off of it. As you see, I'm almost burn it. A little bit longer would have burnt. Right? And you don't want that. See if I take a smell of it now. You know? You know? Smell good. It doesn't smell burnt, right? I mean, you don't want that. Right? So now I'm gonna add this into the mason jar. Right? I believe yeah. So I have completely the same 8 ounces. You can see the same 8 ounces. So whatever I put in there is exactly what I got back. Exactly 8 ounces. Right? Sometimes when you're doing this, you know, you might evaporate a little bit of the liquid, right? But I happen to do a good job this time. Maybe because I'm making a video, that's probably why. So I'm gonna pour it into this little mason jar. Virgin coconut oil, organic. So you guys can see that. Alright guys, right there, just set you up real good. There you go. I'm just gonna pour this bad boy in here. And there she goes. There she goes. Alright. Now as I said, it's for medicinal purposes only, right? So you use this, knee pain, backache, hip pain, rub it on your body, right? You can also put it in your tea, smoothie. You can make brownies out of it, make vegan cookies, whatever you want to make out of it. Just add the oil into whatever you're making, right? You can also do teaspoon shots, right? It all depends on obviously how much marijuana you add into the oil. You know, will make it more potent. And I guess the way how you prepare it, you know, I guess the longer you have it on. But again, you don't want to burn it. So, you know, as you can see, it's pretty dark. I mean, if you could see that. So this is very potent in my opinion. So if you do a good a good 2 teaspoons, you know, you give it that relaxed feeling, you know, relax your muscles then. So that's it, guys. So that's my video on how to infuse marijuana with coconut oil. See, and I'm gonna throw this in the fridge, right? And then from there, whenever I want to use it, I'll just take a little bit out of it, and that's it. All right. So yeah, you guys keep on kicking, and yeah.